Welcome back to Boston Globe Today. This beautiful classic car and I are standing outside of a historic looking building that's got even more history inside. This is the Larz Auto Museum, home to the oldest car collection in America. Let's go inside. Natalie, where are we?
So Shagun, we are at the Larz Auto Museum, which is home to America's oldest car collection.
Now, who's Larz Anderson?
Larz Anderson was a diplomat around the turn of the last century and a wealthy gentleman who collected cars, among many other things, did a lot of traveling with his wife, Isabel Anderson.
What is this structure that the cars are housed in?
This was their carriage house originally. So before they had cars, they had horses and many, many carriages, as a wealthy couple would at the time. This is where they kept them.
Natalie, what is this beautiful automobile right here?
Great question and good eye. I'm so glad that you called this one out because this is one of my favorites. This is the 1957 Chrysler 300C, and what I really love about it is its sort of understated elegance, but the fact that it still has quite a bit of style.
Is the C for classy because the white wall tires, the fins, the two-door coupe? This is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, yes. This would have been a doctor's or a lawyer's car most likely, a wealthy professional, but someone who still appreciated power because this has a Hemi V8 under the hood, so it's got get up and go.
What is the horsepower under the hood of this beautiful car?
So great question. This Porsche 356A is not so much about horsepower, although I will say the engine would be in the back there. This is more of a driver's car, more about handling, and it's a really interesting contrast because this is a 1957, so just like that Chrysler we were just looking at, but this really exemplifies the European sensibility post-war. It's smaller, you know, America was in this time of expansion, we had these big roadways. European roads were still small, so this fits that. It's much more restrained, although still beautiful.
Now, what else does this carriage house hold?
Arguably the most important thing, my favorite thing here, is the permanent collection, the Andersons' original collection of cars that lives downstairs. Do you want to go check it out?
I want to get in one. Natalie, you were not kidding. These cars look ancient but awesome. What is this one over here with the gold lights, big tires? This is fantastic. This
is a real crowd pleaser. I do want to mention that all of these cars are fundamentally single owner vehicles still in their original home. So that's one of the really, really special things about this collection. This one, Larz and Isabel had built for the 1906 model year to travel. They traveled around a fair amount between their home in DC, Winnipesaukee, here, of course. So this has everything that they would have needed on the road. It's basically like an old school RV.
Like this is like the precursor to a Winnebago.
Basically, yep. But this they spent $23,000 on, which is something like $800,000 in today's money. So quite costly and quite luxurious.
Natalie, these cars are incredible, but you have to have one that is your favorite.
My favorite actually was also Isabel Anderson's favorite. It's the 1908 Bailey Electric. She loved this car because she could drive it herself, unlike a gas-powered car, which she would have had to crank to start. Basically impossible for a woman.
Now, this car over here looks like a buggy. This is an actual car, like this wasn't something that they attached to a bunch of horses. This had a motor and everything.
Yes, that is correct, but you're right, it does look very much like a carriage. I mean, basically shows where the whole horseless carriage phrase came from. It's very much the evolution from the carriage to the automobile.
Natalie, thank you for having Boston Globe today in the Larz Auto Museum. These cars are amazing.
Thank you so much for coming to visit us. I love this place. I think it's really important. I hope that your viewers will see that and will want to come visit us too.
For daily access to Boston Globe Today, all segments and episodes are available on demand in the Boston Globe app by clicking Watch.